And welcome to another episode of Amplify the Podcast, presented by Ampster, and I'm your host, Dave, and alongside with me, as usual, it's Bilal L. And on this episode, we're going to be featuring another guest artist. He goes by the name of Meano Brown. We're going to be talking music, his clothing, and his videos. So what's up, Meano Brown? Thank you for coming.
I'm good, man. I'm blessed.
Meano, where you actually get that name from, Meano Brown?
So my real name is Jameen, and I'm a big fan of New Jack City, Meano Brown, and I did go by Nino, but I had a best friend in high school who was like, your name is Jameen, just go by Meano, and I ran with it, like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think that Meano Brown probably been like a conflict because people say like, oh, I know where he got that name from.
Yeah, it's a nice twist to it. But there's an artist out who named herself Charlie Baltimore from a movie character. She took the whole name.
A movie character? Who was the character?
The movie that Samuel Jackson played in with, I forget the actress name, but it was a...
Before My Time?
Yeah.
Just recently found out that there's another Meano, and he was in Harlem World.
That's another artist?
Yeah, he was part of Mace crew, but like he didn't make it, or so I don't know, whatever. Like, you know, Mace was like getting a lot of artists that just they really wasn't rappers, they was homies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm the current one. Let's put it like that.
And that's the only thing that really matters. So Meano, you want to tell everybody where you're from?
I'm from Compton, California, bro.
Cool, Cali. That's what's up.
City of Compton.
And today you actually came from what, New York?
I came from New York. Yeah, I moved from Compton, and I've been living in New York over 2 years now.
How you like it in New York?
I love it. I love the culture. You know, it's allowed me to step out of the box. You know, kind of coming from Compton, being a kid from there, you kind of can get like stipends on like things that people accept.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you got those type of pressures. But I moved to New York, and I just opened up.
Queens, New York, correct?
Queens, New York, yeah.
Long Island.
So what type of music do you actually record, you know?
I like to consider myself like a conscious rapper, as far as like, you know, being self-aware, trying to give a message. I don't like to just rhyme words and rap just to rap, but, you know, put some content out there that people can respect.
All right, that's pretty cool. And today we actually going to be talking about two of your videos, your news videos. One of your videos is actually called Chains and Toxic Critical Mass.
Toxic/Critical Mass.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right. So Toxic/Critical Mass is 2 songs put together and a visual, 2 singles that's coming off my upcoming project. And yeah, it's basically like 2 songs that match each other on what I was just talking about, self-awareness. So you got Toxic, where it's just talking about like people that like to turn up, take shots, don't deal with problems that they really got going on. And then you got the next song coming right after, Critical Mass, where, you know, I'm basically addressing how I cope and, you know, saying I don't want no drama. But this is why I cope like this, because I'm trying to get rid of all the problems I got.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Toxic Critical Mass, we actually have that one on our IG as well, and YouTube page, if I believe.
Yeah, that's the one you guys posted, and I appreciate that. That was love. And that was shot by my boy, Benjamin Adam. Branch Out Visuals is his company.
Now, I have a question about that video. Now, the leading lady in that video, so whose phone was that actually in the video? It was sitting on your chest, and it said you actually left your location on?
That was my phone.
That was your phone?
Yeah.
So I'm actually guessing a girl actually left that on your text message, or just text you that?
Yeah, so in the beginning of the video, I'm getting texts by a girl that I'm dating, and we're getting into an argument, and, you know, she's calling me toxic.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, like, that part that you're questioning about is her, like, saying, oh, you left your location on, stupid. Like, I'll be up there, I'll be right where you at in a second, since you ain't answering me no more.
And then the girl picked up, she just walked right out.
Yeah, she seen the text, the girl that I was with, and was like, oh yeah, I'm out of here, I don't want no parts of that.
Yeah, she didn't even let you know. When you woke up, you was like, oh, where'd she go?
right. That's why the next song I started drinking, like, oh man, I don't want no drama. Here's drama come. Like, she about to come try to mess up my whole vibe.
Yeah, I do know when it comes to videos, they're always usually a story. And with that, I want to talk about, you did start the drinking, and then you also had a gun. Was it a good ending?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't end up harming myself or nothing like that. Just, you know, expressing myself with the gun and the whole, like, drinking. It's just, you know, that's stuff that happens in real life.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Who actually came up with the concept of that song?
We actually came together with it collectively, me and Ben.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we have a Ben here, and Ben is actually your...
He's a producer and also my visual director. Also, he does my music production as well, and he's a confidant. It's my boy.
He actually does the videos also, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Ben wears a lot of hats.
Yeah, he does.
So tell me, how long have you known Ben?
It's going on a year, I believe. It's coming up strong too. Like so fast, bro.
I can actually tell the difference from the style in the past of your current videos. It's a little different. So kudos to you, Ben.
Yeah. Working with him has been a good eye opener as far as like what I can like levels I can push. We've been able like this last video Chains. I basically like told him like, yo, I got this idea where I want to like be rapping with my head off, and he made it happen. You know,
Wow.
so I don't feel like it's any limit to what we can do.
So you're good with special effects and all that too, then.
Yeah,
Cool.
I actually like that one. I actually seen Chains. We're actually going to play Chains first. So Bilal, you have a question you'd like to ask Meano Brown?
No, I'm anxious to hear Chains.
All right, well, here you go. Chains by Meano Brown.
Benjamin Adams.
I deserve to wear this crown. Let me fix myself. I can't come down. You can't turn me down. Yo, bitch can't turn me down. I just thank God for letting me see the error in my ways. Cause these days, you got the blind leading the blind. I never blame it on luck. I'm too spiritual. These boys rather be verbal than I get physical. I'm here for a reason. I'ma figure out the reason. I don't change like the weather. I ain't just here for a season. I'ma ball every season. All the times niggas burn me, had me hot like Cajun. That's just maybe more season. I don't make you happy. That's a hard pill to swallow. You don't make me happy. That's a hard pill to swallow. They don't wanna let me in. I had to crack the code first. It's a go, touchdown. Nigga, them is passwords. Who said? Anyway, this 38 that I'm holding hot. And I might ram in your face. I wanna know how you deal with me. When you drunk and you high. That was a question. That was meant for no reply. No reply.
Yeah.
All right.
So now the song you guys actually just heard was Chains by Meano Brown. I particularly actually like this song.
Thank you.
Now, where you came up with the inspiration for this one?
Actually, it was like the first song that me and him did. We linked up, and I came in there with a whole criteria, and he's like, "All right, yeah, bro, listen to this beat." I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll mess with this. And I just had some lyrics that matched it, and I was feeling it some type of way anyway. Like the same lyrics matched the vibe of the beat. So I was just, when I wrote them lyrics, it just happened like that. It was like the best energy. And that's usually how our music works. Like I usually do, because I'm kind of like a control freak. But he would play the beat, and he'd be like, let's do something else, and it just works. So yeah, that's what happened though. That's how Change came about.
So you like a freestyle artist, or you actually write the lyrics?
I can do both.
Okay.
Like I've had moments where like I'm just basically like punching in, or just doing stuff off the top of the head. As of lately, I've taken more time with my lyrics though, to write it down.
It's crazy how a lot of people like to do it freestyle. But when you actually do a freestyle, do you actually forget, the lyrics?
No, I got a very good memory. Like, once it's in there, it's in there. But I wouldn't say it's easier actually. Like, I feel like I'm freestyling anyway on the phone because like I don't have anything written down already. Like sometimes, like most of the time, as of lately, like he playing the beat and I'm just getting the verse out real quick and basically just making sure I still got it. And I just spit it like that.
And that's awesome. And your sound, since you're from the West Coast, your sound is actually a little different than what I'm normally used to, especially coming from the West Coast.
Yeah, shout out to my West Coast artists, but even though coming from the West Coast, I was like raised on like East Coast hip hop, even like Southern music. Like those have always been my favorites. Like I was a Nas fan, but at the same time, I listen to No Limit. Like, like I like my Snoops. Pac is actually one of my favorite rappers, but Pac don't rap West Coast.
Right. Did you get a chance to see the Super Bowl and the mid?
I watched it after, like on YouTube.
Okay.
I liked it. It was good for the culture and good for the city.
Okay.
but I'm not a Rams fan. I'm a 49ers fan. Let me put that out there.
I was hoping they made it there too.
We appreciate that. We do.
So did you actually get a chance to see the Super Bowl halftime? And if so, which performance actually stood out to you?
I like that when 50 came out.
Everybody liked that part.
He's upside down.
He's monumental. Like he like changed the game. You feel me? And I'm not saying the other rappers did not. Like, come on, I mean, it's Dre up there, right? But 50 just that cockiness, like he just 50. He always go be that.
Yeah. Just 50.
Yeah.
So how long have you actually been recording music?
I've been recording ever since my first time ever recording a song. Oh, actually, like I'm about to hit y'all with something. Like, remember you used to have the tape deck and then another tape deck, and you could be able to hit record and play the instrumental, and then like rap over the instrumental and be able to record yourself. So I've been doing that since a kid.
Yeah, so you going back to the 90s, I believe.
Yeah, I consider myself making songs back then. But my first official time in the studio was like my first year of college. I was probably about 19.
What actually got you into music?
Music, like I love it. As far as anything, like if I could really sing, I would sing. Like that's why you hear me like on Critical Mass harmonizing, because you know I like to try out things because I just love music. Period. Like I listen to any genre.
Okay.
Have anybody in the family actually passed down musical talents that you know of? Family members?
As far as creatively, not per se in music. Like I do have some family members that like are into arts. Like so, I feel like that's part of me where I have that creative side through like my cousin Brian. He lives in Japan. He's an artist. Like so, like he was a big influence in my life. Like just being able to express myself artistically.
Was there anyone or anything that actually keep you motivated to actually still want to make music?
I feel like there's a void. Like it was a time like not too long ago. I've been to prison and during this last time I was kind of like I don't even want to like I'll just be like a writer. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'll just be a writer. But I had shared my story with like a real good close friend, my boy Capital P. And I was sharing my story with him and like all the people I've been around. And he like, bro, why would you quit? Like, you still got it. And then, you know, just keeping that hearing him talk to me the way he did, it snapped me back into it. And like also like I just realized like it's a void. It's stuff people not doing. Like people not really talking about real life. Like it's a whole lot of flexing.
Right.
A whole lot of like, you know, I'm not down talking no other artists. Like they gotta do what they gotta do or what they feel like they need to do. But I just feel like there needs to be more of the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Like when I'm talking about being aware, like not just talking about, you know, having sex with a gang of women and getting drunk. Like it's a flip side to that. Like,
right.
I'm doing it, but I'm not really happy about it.
Right.
Talk about that part, you know.
So Meano, can you actually let everybody know how they can find you?
So you can find me on iTunes. I'm really all digital platforms. Go to my YouTube channel, Meano Brown, subscribe. Google me. Basically, like I'm gonna pop up.
So currently, are you with any labels at the moment?
No, I'm independent artist.
You like the independent way? You think will be a little easier?
You know, you just mentioned about your homegirls that was been in the industry, and I agree with like having a big heart and being in the industry and how it could probably like, you know, run you rampant. So I kind of have like this whole like idea where I would rather be independent and just like attach on to you know, my demographic of people that like me, you know, and be cool with that. Like I don't have to be like the biggest artist. Like I really just want to be able to provide, you know, for family wise. I mean, of course I want to like, you know, get residuals off of it, but it's also an alleyway to other things that I'm into. Like I do design, like as far as the clothing, like I'm really like deep into that right now. Like that's really like my baby, my heart. Like vml.com, check it out.
You have your own clothing line, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we're actually going to dive into that in just a second.
Do you see yourself venturing into other aspects of entertainment as far as acting or anything like that, behind the scenes stuff? Or
most definitely. Like I would never like shoot myself in the foot.
Right.
I mean, you know, it all goes together hand in hand. I was just having this conversation with Marina actually. Like I used to be on my mom's head because I always felt like I was just a different kid. Like, and I wasn't shy. Like, so I used to ask her like, let's get headshots, like put me in modeling class or something, you know. But my mom was like, you go get the academics first.
So you actually have a few guests with you. So who is actually Marina?
Yes.
And Marina is
So she's a muse and a stylist. Very good friend of mine and beautiful person.
Say hello, Marina.
Hello.
So, Marina, since you're actually here with Meano Brown, he's an artist. Is that something you would like to pursue as well?
Not become an artist, but when it comes to clothing, he definitely has a unique style that I admire. So it inspires me because he's not scared to like step out of the box. So
Okay, do you give him any pointers on his style? Do you like his style?
I do like his style.
That's what's up. I like that support system she's there with you. I'm quite sure you also heard his music. What's your favorite song from Meano?
Well, I mean, I just heard Toxic, so I'm kind of feeling that one.
That's a pretty cool. I like that one. And I definitely like Chains. I don't know why I like that one.
You can relate to Toxic. You know, everybody has that toxic side to them.
Exactly.
Everybody.
Yeah, but he actually brung that on himself. All right, we actually gonna go to this next song. This next song is Critical Mass, right here by Meano Brown.
No reply. No reply. She gave no reply. She gave no reply. They get no reply.
No reply.
I'm so toxic, I did this sober.
Sometimes she just wanna cry. Hold up. Y'all don't wanna hear that. Y'all don't wanna hear that. Let me turn you up. Give you niggas what you want. Let me turn you up. Give you niggas what you want. Pass the Henny in the blunt. Nah, I ain't had enough. Keep filling up the cup. All this money fuck it up. Cause yeah, I toxic. Yeah, we toxic. Day party to the nightclub. I can spend all my time here. Even though I don't wanna go. I'ma never let you know. Cause I know what you want. Yeah, I know that's what you want. Misery, love, company, so for a fee. She gon' come with me, yeah, cause she toxic. But that's what I want, even though that I don't. But fuck it, turn me up, cause I only live once. I'ma make these mistakes, I'ma make them feel great. I'ma make these mistakes, I'ma make them feel great. Cause yeah, we toxic, yeah, we toxic. And I just wanna, with you, cause yeah, we toxic. Cause I just wanna, and all we do is take shots. All they do is take shots. All we do is take shots. All she do is take shots. All we do is take shots. Shots. All we do is take shots. All they do is take shots. All she do is take shots. All we do is take shots. Shots. All they do is take shots. All we do is take shots. All she do is take shots. All we do is take shots. All they do is take shots. Shots. All we do is take shots. All they do is take shots.
No party. Ain't no party without the after party. I know you ain't trying to go home and leave me alone.
I feel this. It's for my soul.
Tryna kill these problems in this big old brown bottle. Just tryna take I don't want no drama. I'm tryna kill these problems. So these pills are popping. Just tryna take confessions. I ain't ushering no section. Take a line and I drink. Tryna numb my senses. Tryna knock it out the park. I'm tryna swing for the fences. I fuck tryna feel something, but I don't feel nothing. Even when I'm nothing, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing. Feeling like a killer when he busted tryna kill something. Cause he lost his best friend in the field and I feel her. Papa sealed it, then put a pill in. Cause thugs don't cry, nigga, this is how we deal with it. This is how we deal with it. Oh, yeah. No hugs, no love. Just fucking and drilling. I ain't saying that it's right. I'm just saying that I feel it. I'm just saying that I feel it. I don't want no drama. I'm tryna kill these problems in this big round bottle. I don't want no drama. I'm tryna kill these problems, so these pills are popping.
All right, you listen to Amplify the podcast, and I am your host, Dave, and we sitting here with featured artist Meano Brown, and that song you just actually heard was Toxic Critical Mass.
Yep.
Shout out Eastcoast. He did the first part of the song, which was Toxic. That was her beat, and the second part was my boy Benjamin Adams.
Speaking of her, is there any artist you admire and or would like to work with, female or male?
Yeah, I mean, dang, the list goes on. Like, I'm big with like Starlito, one of my, like, he's underrated. He's from Tennessee, dope rapper. Like, he's my vibe. Like, all he do is talk about real stuff. He ain't trying to like do no extras. Mm-hmm. So I would love to work with him. He got a partner named Don Tripp. That's his like right hand man. I like him a lot. Like, it be people that really like, they don't really get that much pub that I like want to work with. So those are like two people that I would love to like get in the booth and do some music with.
Is their work similar to yours as far as the way they do it?
I wouldn't say like the music is the same, but the things they may talk about, right? Like Don Tripp is famous for that song where he writing a letter to his child, like, I just want to see my child. He talking to his baby mama because he's going through it, like not being able to see his son, and that's something I can relate to myself, like, you know, or other fathers can relate to. That's like having these issues with, you know, their son's mother.
You were saying during the break that how you want to style yourself, you want to make it, you want to be real, and you want to make music that people can relate to. When they hear it, they can say, I experienced something like that, similar, or I'm going through that now.
Yeah.
Okay. Elaborate on that a little bit.
I just don't think it's enough of it. Like, it was like that, and then it changed. Like, the music, I'm not gonna say it got like fake, but it's just like got saturated with all the party and BS, and like I have all that in me. Like, I could be about all the BS, but at the same time, I gotta keep it real with myself and like say like life ain't all that sweet. We want to make it seem, you know. So yeah, that's my big motivation, is really like self-awareness of myself, because I couldn't catch myself talking about some stuff that I really don't do. That just don't work.
I've heard of something up in, I think it's in the New York area, but maybe in other areas, are called drill rap or
drill music.
Yeah, drill music. What do you think about that, and what basically is it?
It's a whole lot of shooting, bang, bang, and I don't feel like it could be good, like as far as like if you in that mood, but I feel like all the time you kind of putting out the wrong energy.
Okay.
So, you know, you got artists like Dirk who used to do that, but he even switched up to being more conscious about the music he's putting out. Like, he's singing, making love songs. Like, you know, his girl India, like, he expresses his love for her like constantly on songs. Like, so you got somebody that evolved from that, like doing something different, and I feel like other artists should see that and like realize they don't gotta just stick with that lane.
So you believe artists should practice or have some type of social responsibility for the type of music they put out and what they're saying to the youth, people who look up to them and idolize them?
Yeah, most definitely. Because I mean, I used to hate this. My mom used to tell me this all the time. Like, you are what you're listening to. I'm like, what? Like, I'm just listening to a song. I just like Mac Dre. Like, but I used to catch myself thinking I was a little pimp. Like, so it's like, yeah, it's like the same that term. Like, you are what you eat. Like, and you gotta watch what you're putting out there. And these kids is devouring it like fast at a rapid speed.
Yeah. They're very impressionable when we're young. We're impressionable.
Right.
Not just the kids these days, it's the adults as well. Definitely got to watch out what you put out because a lot of these adults' minds are still not developed. And with these record labels, they just throwing out anything that got a good hook or beat.
That's unfortunate, you know. It's like, you ever heard like of that secret meeting in the industry of rap
That the rappers had?
Yeah.
And they
I
came
believe
in.
in that.
I believe that too. When they said that they, because rap was more conscious back in the day.
Right.
And they said they had that meeting. They were all made offers to go more gangster, more negative. in a sense.
Promote,
Mhm.
you know, going to jail basically.
Mhm.
You know?
So we're actually talking about something on the scale of the Illuminati.
Similar, yeah.
So we're actually saying these guys actually get together with some of these popular artists and they decide how they're going to push the music.
Yeah, well, offer them to be like major in the game if they promote like violence, you know, sex, nothing really positive that's gonna help the community, but basically like tear it down.
Well, the days of the positive music is over, I think.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about these 2 albums you have. Because you do have 2 albums so far. The first one you came out with, Epiphany. That was the first one.
Actually, the first one was Tunnel Vision, but I didn't keep. I was BSing on my payment, so they took it down.
You talking about, what were we talking about? Apple
on
Music?
on TuneCore, like I had an
Okay.
account on TuneCore, so they took it down for it, and I just put it back up like just recently. So Epiphany came second.
They should let you actually be able to go back up there and change that release date.
Yeah, I know, but actually, you know, I don't go through TuneCore anymore. I use United Masters, so that's why.
Now, with these 2 particular albums, were you the one that actually came up with the ideas? Tunnel Vision?
On Tunnel Vision, yeah, like that was really all me, and like at the time I was really like heavy messing with my boy Young from Cali Swag District,
Mm-hmm.
and so you know he was featured on a few of the songs, and I got my boy Foreign Boss, he was on a song as well, and the rest is just me.
So out of these albums, which one is your favorite?
Epiphany for sure. Like the growth is like it's undeniable. Like you could tell like what I'm talking about in some of it. This is at a time where I was like, you know, young-minded, just talking about getting high, drinking out of double cups.
Epiphany of the second album?
Yeah, Epiphany is the second album. Yeah, and when I go to Epiphany, like first of all, I just got out of prison, so I just went through something, you know, and I'm just like, it's time for me to like really be myself. You know, figure out who I am, and I'm talking about it.
So Passion happened to be your biggest single?
Yeah, Passions is from, and that sparked it all. Like once I recorded Passions, I knew like what lane I wanted to go with this album. Shout out to my boy Python P, who did the production on that one.
Okay, that's pretty cool. In a moment, we're actually going to get to that song Passion, but before we do, can we actually talk about that clothing line of yours?
So viameal.com is the website. So Viameal is my last name. You know, giving you a little history about myself. I'm Belizean. So yeah, my dad is a Viameal. He passed it down to me, and I took it and ran with it because I love my heritage. I used to actually I done lived out there a couple summers. You know, so like yeah, I love my culture.
And where's that at?
It's in Central America.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, my daughter's down in Colombia for a while.
Okay.
So you're spelling Viameal is Viamil.
Yeah, so via meal in Spanish means by the way of the meal.
Okay.
Like basically the
Via
windmill.
meal, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But I freaked it, like, you know, by the way of a million. Actually, meal in the English like dictionary also can mean a hard time.
Okay.
And so like, yeah, I just got out of prison and I'm creating this clothing line and I'm like pushing for better, and you know, it's just natural. I'm being myself and I'm making clothes, and I'm also pushing a message that I feel like other people can relate to.
I want to make sure the audience has that correct. That'll be www.viamil.com.
Correct. Yeah.
So who come up with the styles and the colors?
I do. Like it's all me. Like Marina has been helping me lately. But right now,
Marina.
as of lately, the other things that I've been doing so far has just been like, I just like right now, like what I'm wearing. This is a handmade bag. Like I made this by hand, stitch and everything. And I was just, it's Black History Month. I don't know why I just had a brain for it, but yeah, it's Black History Month. And I created the bag Land of the Thief because I feel like they just stole our culture, took everything from us. And it's all a capitalistic journey.
Okay.
So yeah, I just had these moments where I just feel like creating. I don't really like ponder on it too much when it come.
All right, so where did you pick up that skill, how to stitch up and make your own bag?
YouTube. You can find anything you want to do on YouTube.
Also, if they're watching those tutorials.
Yeah, like I had I just had a leather roll sitting up in my living room for the longest somebody gave me, and I always knew I wanted to do something with it, but I didn't really know what. So the first thing that happened was I just started painting on it. I'm like, shoot, what I'm gonna do with it now? I want to make a bag, like, cause I sell bags. Like I got handbags on my website, right? But I'm like, man, I want to see if I can make my own. I got people that manufacture it for me and I sell it, but I want to make my own. I just YouTube it.
Okay, so when somebody go on this website, what type of clothing can they actually get?
You got some high-end fashion, but then you got just, your streetwear, t-shirts, hoodies, and some hats, but also, got some high-end fashion, like I said, the handbags, duffel bags, some women's sandals, that leather belt, like I got one of my belts on.
I actually like that belt.
And, it's like not super, like, high price, but it's also good quality at the same time.
I'm actually looking at the website now, and I am really impressed with it. I like it.
Now, your Instagram, I actually seen you with some kicks. They were like green and yellow.
So I didn't put them on the site because they're like limited edition. I created these, and I'm only selling, a certain amount. And then you can actually, you can go on a link on my clothing page. It's viamil_brand_clothing. And the link there will take you to be able to purchase the shoe.
And that's on IG?
That's on IG, yeah.
So you also said earlier you picked up on designs. So what have you been doing? You doing like graphic design?
No, I've been sketching a lot, get my sketch game up, and then being able to sew my own clothing, like straight from the hand, like I said, doing this hand stitch bag. I'm just learning the game, inch by inch, kind of like I feel like Kanye is a big inspiration for me because he didn't know too much about fashion, but he invested. As far as like wearing clothes, yeah, he always had it. But being really like making it and doing it, like he took the time, and it's gonna take time. Like I know that. Okay. I'm not in no rush. I just know I gotta take the time and it'll all work out.
Okay, now before the music, which one came first, the music or the clothing?
You know what? I've always been a fly guy, so it's clothing.
You always want to do the clothing?
Matter of fact, you asked who hand me down music. Like my mom, used to make my clothes, when I was a kid, and I couldn't get dirty. So, yeah, she definitely handed the fashion down for sure.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out to mom.
What's mom's name, man? We give her a shout out.
My mom's name is Wanda Turner.
Okay.
So how your mom taking it to your music? When you say, Mom, this is what I want to do, was she supportive?
At first, I'm gonna keep it real. No, me and my mom used to bump heads on my music, cause my mom really spiritual. She in the church, so her big, I was just talking to Ben not too long ago. I want to do a gospel album.
Okay.
And it doesn't have to necessarily be gospel. It's just more no cursing, talking more about God, mentioning what he has done for me. And I know that'd be the biggest thing for her. 'Cause she she likes my music now, but she's always pushed that. You're good with words, you should glorify God with it. And so that was where we bumped heads a lot, because I remember one time she told me I don't care if you make it, I don't want no money from that. I'm like, yo.
Okay, now with this gospel album, is this something you want to do or you want to do it for her?
Nah, both actually. I really want to do it. Kanye, like I said, big inspiration. Even though his album is not necessarily gospel, it's just the fact of how he's putting it out there that he loves Jesus. Big. Who's doing that? I always admired the old dude from he's not old, but Malice from the Clips. He's no longer Malice, he's No Malice. and I followed him at the time when he did his transition. I like that. I just think it's something to do, like as far as being like diverse and also being positive, as I talk about, like, you know, because I'm a believer. Like, you know, I have a Christian background, and I'm getting more into that as an adult, you know. And it's not like it was forced on me and I rebelled. But as an adult now, coming into my own, realizing like how helpful it is to believe in a higher power.
Well, I hope your mom actually come around.
She visits New York often, so next time I come to Philly, hopefully she out in New York and I'll bring her with me.
Okay, so now she's in the West?
Yeah, she's still in LA. Yeah.
How did this last episode that we've had the last 3 years, basically with COVID, has that affected your creativity and or your performance?
My workout for sure.
Okay.
Everybody lost their gains.
Man, for real. But as far as my creativity, I think it helped it out actually. Being able to lock in and just not have to go anywhere. Like if you don't got nowhere to go, you gotta sit there. And I'm the type of person, like I can't just be sitting on my hands, like not doing nothing. Like I like my R&R, like, you know, I like to get my rest and you know revive myself. But then like it's time to get to work. Like I gotta do something, even if I'm just in the house. Let's try to be productive in some type of way.
Do you know anyone who was personally affected by COVID?
Yeah. I lost a close friend, my boy Ferdinand. He passed away.
Peace be upon
last year.
Okay.
Other people that I know have been affected by it personally as well, losing, you know, family members.
Okay.
So yeah, that's been serious.
Would you come down on the side of being pro-vaccine choice or?
Oh, I got a song. Sorry.
No. Or no comment.
Nah, I'm like very voiceless about this. I don't even believe in the flu shot.
Okay.
Like, you know, I'm really like, as far as like health-wise, like natural. Our body really has everything that it needs to fight off whatever, you know, it is that's going on. If you just take care of yourself, you know, and be aware of the fact that, you know, I got this problem going on. You can't ignore it, like, and just think, you know, things are gonna get better. You gotta like really be on it. Like me myself, like I just recently went to go get a physical because, you know, my mom said something to me, and she's always said this to me. Like my dad has bad kidneys.
Okay.
So that's something that I gotta be aware of.
Okay.
Because, you know, so I had to go get it checked out. And that's what we should do. Like we should just, as far as like answering the question directly, no, I'm not with the vaccine, because I even said that in the song. I'm never gonna take that. Like I don't care what they do.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I think we have to try to change our lifestyle, which anything that we come up with wise would be bad or devastating if our lifestyle, you know, no one's going to be perfect in their lifestyle, but if we practice certain rituals or eating habits and exercise and other things, it can help be a deterrent to a lot of things that we become subjected to.
It was definitely tough in New York, especially with that love governor.
Yeah.
Wait, the what? The love governor?
Yeah.
What's that?
Your governor. The sexual governor. They call him the love governor.
Oh, the one that just got kicked out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Cuomo. Yeah.
Kumo?
Yeah, that's the love governor.
Kumo.
I haven't really been big into like East Coast politics yet. I'm not really a politic type. Like I'll pay attention, but it's just the way the media is. I'll just be feeling like a lot of stuff just be propaganda. They like keep you from like paying attention to what's really going on.
Do you think music and politics can be, the expression they use, is bedfellows, some type of bedfellows, but how do you think music and politics relate to each other? Does it relate? Does music copy politics or politics copy music?
I think it does. It's just, as far as, I think it could be a negative thing or a positive thing. All depends on what spin you want to take. Like, I think it's beautiful, like when Barack Obama like brings Jay-Z to the White House, you know, like that's like influencing the culture to like show us, like, you can make it here. Matter of fact, it was built on us anyway.
Right. I know that the Republicans and the Democrats generally had their type of music they like to play at their campaigns, whichever side wins. And during wartime and other political issues, different songs can rally people. So, yeah.
Yeah, music speaks to the soul. Like, you know, it gets you right.
All right, well, moving on. We actually going to go to this song, Passion, by Meano Brown.
Yeah. Consistency is king. I know the power of it. Yeah, they gotta stay dedicated. 10 steps forward, 2 steps back, still 8 steps ahead. Never quit. Love it too much. Love it. I know the power of the passion. I rock it like a fashion. I just gotta have it like an addict. Persistence with the digits, the only way that you get it. First you cook it, then you lock it, then you bag it. I persevere to make it clear, baby girl, listen here. Anything in the world you can have it. I just taught you to please, pour up the down beat. First you pop it, then you pour it, then you pass it. I'm trying to chop game with you, yeah. Might spend a little change with you, yeah. Drop top, switch lanes with you, yeah. That's right. Make waves, campaign with you, yeah. Used to think everything random, then I figured it out. It's a cause for every action, just follow the route. It's answers to the questions we know nothing about. It ain't making sense cause the dollars don't count. We gotta open our mind and close our eyes. If seeing is believing, and we never will find courage to look past life's normal design. And with the precision of extraordinary signs, my stars align, hard time at all. I was taught hard to get up right after the fall. It ain't a chance but dedication, you committed and all. Curry missed 100 shots and kept shooting the ball. You gotta love ambition, embrace it with passion. Tragedies hurt, but it ain't by accident. You just get past it and bask on that. Cause you landed on your feet like an acrobat. Shit, I love the struggle, that shit gave me life. I know how to live, almost died twice. I ain't have nothing left, I made it alright. I'm a ghetto chef, I made eggs and rice. Mom's taught me that, Pops wasn't around. I became a hot nigga, but it's all cool now. I ain't bitter no more, he was square anyhow. In my circle of life, he couldn't show me the rounds. Got locked in a box, shit taught me a lot. Learned who be there when I got the green dot. If the bitch didn't write, she lost her spot. Since they left me in the cold, I'ma leave them hot. Had to learn not to force a light nigga for what? Better off to let it happen, just chill in the cut. Anticipate the outcome and capitalize. True success ended up where my failure lies. Know the shit, passion, I rock it like a fashion. I just gotta have it like an addict. I gotta have it. Persist with the digits, the only way that you get it. First you cook it, then you lock it, then you bag it. I persevere to make it clear, baby girl, listen here. Anything in the world I can have it. I just taught you the peas, pour up down P. First you pop it, then you pour it, then you pass it. I'm trying to chop game with you, yeah.
Now you just heard the song called Passion by the artist Meano Brown. He's actually in the studio with Bilal and I. We're actually sitting here discussing his music, his clothing, and his videos. And Bilal, you actually have that question you want to ask Meano?
Some of our audience wanted to know something about his love life. Is he currently involved with anyone or just taking it easy, just chilling?
I am involved. I am.
Okay.
And recently, it's been a while, engaged and everything. So, yeah, love life as far as, that is just, taking it one day at a time.
Okay.
Now, from the two albums you have, are any songs or from any heartbreaks?
Yeah. Through relationships, that stuff inspires you to definitely
And that's
talk about it.
Your whole two albums, you had breakup and you've been...
I got a song that's gonna be coming out. It's basically like a wedding song. Like it's talking about I do, we do, you do, like holy matrimony. And I'm just expressing like how you in this relationship, and I'm talking to the girl, and the relationship seems rough. We going through ups and downs, but I feel like people in relationships need to especially these times where people give up so easily. Stick with it. Thug it out. If it's worth it, you feel like it's worth it, then you gotta do what you gotta do. It's not gonna be all peaches and cream. And I feel like once you finally get through those situations, you'll be able to survive because you stood the test of times.
Okay, now speaking of giving up, is there any time in your life that you actually want to give up music altogether?
Not altogether, but it was a time where I wasn't as focused as I needed to be. I had a producer, he was also like a very great associate of mine, Polly Rob, and he hit me with a gem just like, you can't hustle and rap. You gotta choose one. You gotta, pick one, because one go suffer, if you trying to do both. And that's when I decided I'm about to do this music thing and see where it goes, because hustling is landing me in jail too much.
Yeah. You want to give a shout out? Because did you give a shout out to
give
your mom
his producer Ben Adams a chance to introduce himself on the mic.
The man behind it all.
So this is Benjamin, the man with the many hats.
Benjamin Adams.
Benjamin Adams.
Yes, sir. I'm a producer, artist. I run Branch Out Visuals, which does Meano's last 2 music videos, Toxic, Critical Mass, and then Chains. And, I do the filming and editing for that. I had a business partner, which is me. And glad to be on the show, guys.
You're welcome.
You from Compton also?
I'm not from Compton.
So
from Long Island.
how can anyone find you, Ben?
You can find me at I am Benjamin Adam on most social medias, like YouTube, Facebook. I don't use Facebook, but you got to be on there. Instagram, Twitter. I don't really use Twitter, so go on Instagram or YouTube. YouTube Branch Out Visuals or Instagram Branch Out Visuals.
Okay.
And, you can find my stuff there. The Chains video that we just released, numbers are running up pretty high.
Wow.
It's only been a couple weeks now. We're at like 70,000 plays or something. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So excited about that, to be honest. So, and it was like Meano said earlier, that was the first track we made together in the studio. So it was good to see it. Like, it was the first video that I had really taken serious by myself without a business partner in tow. So it was good to have that first track that I produced for Meano also be like the first video that I was fully in charge of from
Start to finish.
the plan, start to finish, planning, the editing, and it's been a blast working with Meano.
Dave was pretty impressed with the special effects in it, and Meano Brown said that that's one of your specialties. Special
I like that
effects.
chains. I definitely like that one.
Yeah, that was a fun thing for me. I've been getting into green screen work a lot. That was all in front of the green screen, and then it's just me editing the background. I decided to go with that whole like black and white look, but with a touch of gold in there, which worked out perfectly with all the outfits that Meano brought for that video. And it just kind of has. I mean, the VFX, I'm not like, I wouldn't say I'm like a master at it, but I make work like what needs to work. Like Meano said earlier, he wanted to have a shot without a head or him holding his head or something, and I was like, all right, like how can we do that? I like to think of myself as kind of like a problem solver or like a solution creator. So I've never done a shot like that before, but if I say to anybody that works with me, like, if you have an idea, just let me know. We can try and figure it out. I'm not a major studio or even a small studio. I'm like a very small studio. Right now, one-man operation. I bring people in when I need help, but I'm down to get whatever done and just keep on making the next work better and better, basically.
It takes a lot to impress Dave. You can impress Dave. You're doing good work.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, Meano, any upcoming projects in the works?
Yeah, so we got Gemstones and Birthrights coming. That's where these recent songs have come off of this project. Toxic, Critical Mass, and Chains. You'll catch that on Gemstones and Birthrights.
Okay, all right. We got this one last song. It's called Active.
Shout out my boy Foreign Boss. This is a LA single that I did with him on his album I Am Foreign Boss. And yeah, it's my boy. Check him out. Go look at him on Instagram. I Am Foreign Boss. On IG. And yeah, YouTube.
It's a Slobber Dog music video.
Hey! They acting like they act. But they really ain't act. Nah. Hot. Foreign. Radio active. They acting like they active, but they really ain't active. This street shit is nothing. We can get this shit cracking. They acting like they active, but they really ain't active. This street shit is nothing. We can get this shit cracking. I'm really in the streets, I really am a beast. All that bullshit ain't about nothing. I've been outside, been getting money. Foreign boss always got a bag on me. My pops told me, look a man up in his eyes. If he don't look back, you can't trust him. My sister made a nigga hustle. 50 double ups up in the sunrise. White Pontiac with the promise line. Tuesday and Thursday, crash on the stay high. Stay with a high glide. Low key. Mad dogging niggas, you don't know me. High. I'm really outside on my bullshit. That's why niggas stay low key. I'm really outside on my bullshit. Free my cousin, nigga, baby, stupid. They acting like they active, but they really ain't active. This street shit is nothing. We can get this shit cracking.
between you and I. I've been doing this shit since a juvenile. You just start thugging for a little while. I been getting in for a minute now to talk with 140 hours all on my zone. Told me niggas ain't real, just leave 'em alone. Just leave 'em alone. Niggas ain't real, just leave 'em alone. Cause me and my niggas really bout it. And we can pull up if you doubt it. It's a party in my clip and it's crowded. I can have your name ringing like an Audi. Have your mama crying out like no, not my baby. California living, man, these niggas is shady. Even though some bitches that be trying to get paid. Yeah, my whole crew burgundy, I ain't niggas saving.
They acting like they active, but they really ain't active. This street shit is nothing, we can get this shit cracking. They acting like they active, but they really ain't active. This street shit is nothing, we can get this shit cracking.
The song I just heard was called Active by Foreign Boss, and Meano was actually featured in that track.
Shout out Foreign once again, man. I just want to say thanks for having me, guys. I had a lot of fun. This has been a very good experience. I'm glad I came down here.
And I want to thank you and your crew for actually taking the time out to do the show with Bilal and I. And now this is the time we actually going to be giving away free shout-outs. You like to give a shout-out, Ben?
Yeah, shout out to, I know he's on the podcast with Meano Brown. Shout out to myself. I'm Benjamin Adams, Branch Out Visuals, doing some of the background, behind the scenes shooting today. And music videos for Meano Brown for Chains and Toxic Critical Mass. So thank you guys for having me on as well. Appreciate you.
And now you, Marina?
On my Instagram, Marina, Miss ms.marina_Alina. That's my Insta.
What did you say that was again?
ms.marina_Alina.
Okay. IG.
That's my IG.
Okay. Definitely. I want to say that if you haven't heard of Meano Brown, be looking for him because the way he carries himself and the way his crew rolls, you're going to hear from them very soon.
And you again, Meano?
Find me on IG. Find me on Twitter. Meano Brown. IG is Meano Compadre. And also you can find me on YouTube. Type in Meano Brown. Just Google MEANO Brown.
As they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap. Now, the artist you just heard today was named Meano Brown. He can be found on IG at Meano_Compadre. That's MEANO_COMPADRE. You can also find Meano Brown on SoundCloud, YouTube, Spotify, and various others platforms. Just type in Meano Brown. And you can find Meano clothing brand at viamil.com. That's VIAMILL.com. Or you can also search his clothing line on Instagram at Viamil_brand_clothing. VIAMILL_BRAND_CLOTHING. And now I'd like to give thanks to the co-host, Bilal L. And definitely to our feature artist today, Meano Brown. And to his two compadres, Brian Adams and Marina, for being on Amplify the Podcast. And once again, I'm Dave, and until next time, I'll catch you on the next episode.